Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying.
So, guys, we're here with Tanisha, who is a hooker / flanker, we said, on the second team at George's. How do you feel about that?
I'm really excited to play rugby. I've been playing rugby for the past 4 years, getting to understand the game. At first, I didn't even know how to play, didn't know the rules, barely watched the sport on TV, but now it's like all I do is rugby. My whole holiday, like here in Zimbabwe, my whole April holiday was just me going to rugby practice. I play for a club, Steelers. I play for Steelers, yeah. I was just going to practice. I was going to school as well for the Nutri-Active tournament. I played, scored 3 tries, 3 good tries, I could say myself. But I'm really excited to be playing. Sometimes I don't agree with the decision of the coach playing me as a flank because there's someone else who's better than me in that position. But
the coach is just testing you. That's
it's a bit difficult at times, but I do my best. Try to make every tackle.
I love his honesty.
Who do you think will be the MVP on your team? Like, who do you say that this kid, he does it well? Don't say yourself though.
That one is really tough. That one's tough. There's so many good players. We've got Mashaure, we've got Sitole, we've got so many guys, Gere. But I would say the player that overly stands out for me is Mashaure. That guy, when he was still in primary school at Hartman House, he played 8th man, right? And then now at St. George's, he's playing a prop. The guy is like, he's big, but he has the speed of our fullback. He's faster than our fullback, actually.
Really?
He's faster. 1, it's hard to tackle him. 2, as soon as he gains momentum, there's no way you're gonna try. If you try, get ready to go to the ER.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Mashaure...
You make him sound like a tank that, you shouldn't just have.
Just watch one of his games. Reactive, when we played Churchill, they had to forfeit the game. We went into the second half. So we played the first half, and in the first half, the score was 46 bar to St. George. We went into the second half. We didn't even play more than 7 minutes.
Okay.
We barely played. It's like the coach was like, let them play. The ref was like, you know what? If we continue to play this game, the score is going to be really embarrassing for your school. And that's going to tarnish your name. So we're just going to end the game here at 64 bar. That's it.
Someone that talks a lot of big game.
That was it. The same thing happened when we played Eaglesville as well.
Okay.
We didn't even go into the first half for the Eaglesville game. We didn't even go into the first half. It was that bad. Our rival, of course, St. John's.
Yeah.
I
They're
think
definitely we try our best to beat them at every sport that we play. We have lost matches against them. We've also won matches against them. But at the end of the day, St. George's is better than John's.
Okay. I'm gonna cut in on that. Okay, so don't get me wrong. I'm a dragon throughout and out. But then the thing is, you guys had a losing streak for a while. I can't say John.
We did. We honestly did.
Yeah, before Coach Ricky came into play, you guys were like just going out it down, yo.
Yeah, downhill back then. In fact, last year we lost 20. Was it? It was 28-27.
Yeah, that was the
boys devastated.
Yeah,
the boys were devastated.
Yeah, it was.
They cried.
But hey,
last year,
we
almost didn't play that game because the St. John's guys that was 2 years ago. We almost didn't play the John's game because the John's headmaster said we don't want to play your under 14s for the simple reason that our under 14s were tanks.
Yeah. Well, I actually understand that. The problem was we couldn't validate people's ages, and that's been a big problem in
they're trying to get
school.
controversial right now.
It is a big issue. I've heard, in the whispers that there's some talks. There are ways that they're trying to surpass that, make sure that
Allegedly.
allegedly, But yeah, don't worry. Next time they won't be able to say anything about it because there'll be proof that oh no, these are under 14s and they are going to be playing.
Yeah, it was I could say back then it was difficult to prove the ages of the players. But
Yeah.
honestly, we're playing guys who are actually under 14s. Because some of the boys actually came from St. Michael's, my old primary school. So I knew them. Their little brothers were my friends. We used to have sleepovers and stuff. Yeah, it was difficult to prove that these guys are actually under 14s back then.
So you've been seeing how since from Derby Day till now things have been going. So which team are you or which school are you like? This school is the underdog. This school is coming up compared to last year.
Wiseout.
Wiseout, right?
Wiseout.
Yeah.
It has to be Wiseout.
To be
If someone
fair.
were to come and tell me another school, I'll just be like, no, thank you. Wiseout.
No, but my point, to be fair.
CBC.
Yeah, you say?
I said, what about CBC?
CBC not really, because of course they got beaten St. George's under their St. George's third team, and that was CBC's first team. But they did give our third team a lot of trouble. They did play well, but I would still stick with Wiseau.
That's
I
fair.
would say back when I was in school that Wiseau had some big kids. Those kids were just strong, and now I'm happy to actually see them putting it into rugby.
The last question would be, why did you want to play rugby?
I feel like I can really express myself better through rugby. The sport allows you to be emotional. It's not like we want this specific type of person. We want someone who's slim and fast. No, we can take the big guys. They will be our forwards. That's the only reason I chose rugby. Easy to express yourself, and the sport is generally for everyone.
As much as people don't believe it, I used to play rugby just a little bit, but how we played it with the boys was our way. See, she's even laughing. But we played it as a way to break conflict. Let's say you guys had a fight back in the domes. We'd go out to the field and would play. Would call it would call it field rugby or something like that. It was barbaric because the whole point was to make sure you took out all the stress you had. We made sure that the two people were fighting were on opposite teams. They could tackle each other as much as they wanted until all of the pressure was gone. But the number one rule was after the game, we are back to being friends. There's no one has to fight anymore. All conflict stays on the field. We bring it on the field, it stays on the field. And that's why I love it.
That's all rugby is. If teams are rivals, conflict on the field, off the field, best friends.
Best friends.
I'm actually friends with like a lot of everyone who learned at St. Michael's, who went to John's. I'm friends with all of them. We've not lost friendship just because we went to different schools. The conflict is on the field, not off the field.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Got it.
Such a young age, you're very smart and wise. Smart and wise is the same thing.
Actually,
apparently it's not the same thing.
Not the same thing. Yeah, smart, intelligent, but wise is.
Are they not in synonyms? You're very wise for your age.
Thank you very much.
Okay, that was our little take with nice shake, the big man on the field for St. George's. We'll be rooting for you, and all eyes are gonna be on you now.
Yeah.
We're gonna be watching on the field day in and day out. And yeah, that's pretty much
tell
it.
People what your is. Tell people what your number is so they can keep an eye on.
Actually, my jersey number is actually 47, but I play as the number 2. Yeah, I play as the number 2 or the number 5.
We'll catch you next time.
Okay.
We'll definitely have you around as a regular, and it'll be fun.
Yeah, I'll
Alright.
be hoping to be back on the show.
Definitely. All right.
You're
See you guys.
See you.
Hey.
So that's all we had today from the Scrummy crew. Thank you, Tinashe, for joining us today. It was an amazing episode. Hope you guys tune in and, watch us out. We got a lot to show and we have a lot coming up. See you guys. Bye.